Welcome, my darling creatures of the night, to Echoes of Darkness. I'm Violet Nocturne, your guide through the shadows, where forgotten whispers and cursed places come alive. Tonight's tale takes us to a playground abandoned by time, shrouded in rumors of a child who refused to leave, even in death. So, dim the lights, lean in close, and let's uncover the chilling story of Ella Harper and the horrors that awaited her. Are you ready to play?
Haunted voices from forgotten years echo softly through my deepest fears. Graveyard shadows twist and twine, secrets buried, hiding mine. Dance with me in the pale lit gloom, where the night flowers softly bloom.
Once there stood a small, forgotten playground at the edge of town, choked by overgrown bushes and invasive ivy. No one went there anymore, not for lack of trying, but because whispers described it as cursed. Some said the slides screamed when touched. Others warned about a swing set that would move violently when no wind blew. But most terrifying of all were the rumors of the girl who played here, long after her time had passed. This is the story of Ella Harper, a bright and adventurous 11-year-old who stumbled upon this playground one dismal autumn afternoon. Ella wasn't afraid of the rumors. In fact, she found them curiously thrilling. Local legend spoke of a child who refused to leave the park even in death. The tale unsettled her friends, but not Ella. To her, it sounded more like an adventure than danger. So when her soccer practice was canceled that fateful Wednesday, she took her first steps onto the cracked and aging mulch that carpeted this place, long forgotten. The first thing she noticed was the silence, not the peaceful, serene kind, but a heavy and smothering absence of sound. Even the distant chirps of birds seemed dulled, like the world had muted itself. The swing set, which was rusted red with time, creaked ominously in the still air as though someone had just pushed it. Just the wind, Ella whispered to herself, though the leaves on the ground did not stir. Any sensible child might have turned back. But Ella stepped further, her sneakers crunching faintly on glassy shards, hidden beneath the mulch. What kind of child leaves glass at a playground? She wondered. She turned her attention to the slide next. Its metal hulk gleamed faintly under the overcast sky, though the weathered frame sagged with age. What could go wrong? She said with a nervous laugh, climbing the damp ladder with practiced ease. She slid down, half expecting something, anything, creaking, cracking, or worse, a ghost to grab her ankle. But nothing happened. Yet, maybe they were just stories, she muttered. But as Ella turned her head to check the abandoned merry-go-round, her breath caught in her throat. Standing several feet away was a girl, coated in shadows. Her face was indistinct, but her form was undeniably there, clutching something in her hands. A teddy bear? No. It shone too fiercely. The object reflected an unsettling shimmer, like blade polished too often. "Hey, who are you?" Ella called, more out of curiosity than fright. She walked closer. The girl was unnervingly unmoving, like someone caught mid-game of freeze tag. Then suddenly, Ella dared blink, and in that instant, the figure vanished. Ella staggered. Her heart thudded like a rapid drum roll echoing inside her. "Who was that?" she mumbled, spinning around to ensure this wasn't some elaborate prank by some older kids. Time carried itself sluggishly, stretching seconds into a warped eternity. Ella's adventurous spirit teetered on the edge of curiosity and deepening apprehension. Feeling her courage drain like water through cracks, she approached the merry-go-round. There were scorch marks, unmistakable jagged black trails racing across it in circular motions, spiraling inward. As she touched it, her hand recoiled, as if bitten. It wasn't hot or cold. It felt old and alive, pulsating. Suddenly, from nowhere, laughter. Not joyous or wholesome, but guttural and wet, as if someone were choking while gasping mirthlessly. "Do you want to play?" Ella turned in every direction, but no one was there. The voice was shrill, yet crooning, softer now, luring her closer. She was alone, or so she thought, until the sound emanated from the swings. Only then did she notice one swing moving with grotesque deliberateness, back and forth, entirely independent of the lifeless air around her. And then it happened. Ella's peripheral vision exploded with motion. The girl from earlier had returned, but now her visage was horrifyingly clear. Her face was smooth marble, no eyes, no mouth, just blank, otherworldly stillness, oozing what appeared to be blackened tears staining her dress. Her hand was no longer empty. She clutched at a cracked porcelain doll held like a weapon. Each step closer radiated wrong, like the very earth cracked apart where she trod. "You came here to play," said the girl. The voice, disembodied and alien, vibrated louder. Each syllable gnawed at the mind. Ella stumbled backward, her body no longer hers to control entirely. She tried to scream, but found the sound stolen from her lungs. No, this was just supposed to be play," growled the girl, a corner of her non-existent sphere face twitching into something resembling malice. Then the merry-go-round started to spin wildly behind Ella, faster, faster. Whatever was here, it was growing stronger, feeding on something unseen, yet tangible. Ella's hope, perhaps. The world edged darker with each rapid turn. Hands, many, blackened and dripping, sprouted from the mulch. Pale, misshapen faces surfaced greedily, each locked in a wail of frozen torment, grasping at Ella's feet. "Leave me alone!" she screamed, voice returning volcanic. She fled blindly, through the rusted equipment, over those cursed wood chips now breaking apart entirely. Yet the playground stretched infinitely, no longer merely forgotten but reconfigured endlessly, an eternal purgatory in circular design. Turning, no exit. "You wanted adventure," whispered the girl's voice again, this time from within Ella's mind, sawing her fragile thoughts apart aggressively. "Now you stay."
Haunted voices from forgotten years.